Hi.
Yay.
In the same room this time.
But I know.
In the same room this time. Who would have ever thought?
Yeah, but the fact that I can actually like video in
talk.
now.
Clearly, without clearing your throat too much.
Yes and no. My throat's still scratchy, but I don't know if it's because I'm still sick or if it's because of the hormones. So it flip-flops back and forth. Sometimes it's lower and it's a little husky, and then sometimes it's not so low and husky, and yeah.
So you're just gonna be a 13-year-old boy for about a couple
years.
Oh. Maybe you do. There we go. See, not that we like to watch ourselves, but we like to see what you're seeing so that we can see what you see, and if we freeze, then we know that we froze. Too much for you. You haven't fully recovered.
I have not.
So let's get this gig started.
Don't come for me between 2 or 3, cause I'm in the beauty shop, bitch.
I don't know that I understand this song.
It's not a song to understand, it's not like an appreciative art. It's like one of those Vogue songs, like you just hear like...
I will turn you out. I will turn you out. Turn it up from the house.
Oh, photoshoot.
Are you sure she's supposed to have in the headphones?
Yeah, let's rewind that.
No, I don't.
I will turn you out. Turn it up from the house. Now
She's trying to do that like cute little thing, like I can't really hear the beat. Can you turn it up in the headphone, please?
Is that what she's doing? I didn't get that.
So
hi everybody. How are you?
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, for the most part. I'm really tired, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting over being sick or if it's the hormones or what. I actually like fell asleep when I got home.
Yes.
Yeah, I
think it's all the above.
Yeah, probably.
Your body is probably going through like...
Yeah, my body's like, what the fuck is happening right now? There is so much going on.
First we were giving him these boobs, and now he doesn't want these boobs, and what are we supposed to do? Oh, we're reversing. Wait.
Right. Yeah.
He said, put it back, put it back, put it back.
Yeah.
So, that's nice. I'm glad you're feeling better. You need to tell everybody what you have now.
Oh, Felicia made sure that she went and got me coconut water, the unflavored coconut water.
So I got that at Walmart. And what I need to tell you is that people that are salespeople are geniuses. Because it was more expensive to buy half this size.
Yes.
And I was looking at the price, I was like, wait, do I get him half size? Because, I mean, like, for one show, you probably need a half size, right? And then I was like, and then I looked at the price, and I was like,
that doesn't make sense.
What? I was like, you buy 2 of them for the lesser price. But whatever. I was like, whoever's selling this water is making buku bucks, because somebody probably walked by and said, oh, I only need this much. Oh, well, I'll pay extra.
Right, and I'll get this one right here. Yeah.
When you could have made this one last for like 2 days, because that's pretty hefty. So
I don't know. I'm already down to here.
Oh, wow.
So
Does it taste like regular water? I don't.
It tastes like coconut water. Have you ever had a coconut?
Yeah.
It tastes. It's coconut water.
I love eating coconut raw.
It's coconut. That's all it is. It's coconut. If it's done right, it's all it is basically straight from the coconut into like a. There shouldn't be any added sugar.
Do they squeeze it or?
No.
How do they get the juice out?
No, it's the juice.
Oh, the juice inside.
You know when you see people sitting on the beach with a coconut and a straw? Yeah.
Got it.
That's, coconut milk is gotten from, yeah, you are. Is coconut milk is gotten from squeezing the milk.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Get the meat out of it. Yeah, that's coconut milk.
If you haven't tried coconut like in its truest form,
it's good.
Oh, I just got chills thinking about it. Oh,
but it's better if you're sitting on a beach. Better if you're on a beach.
Maybe we should go to the beach.
We should go to the beach.
Maybe we should just do a show from the beach for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
And then when people get jealous, we'll come back.
Then we'd be.
Oh, then we'd be back in a week, huh?
We'd be back in a day. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh, that's how so
lovely. Yeah. So I'm just going to throw this out there real quick and let people have a second to think about it. I actually don't have a tip tonight because I was really busy at
Wooka?
I was really busy at work.
Listen to this one.
I was really busy at work. And so I didn't have time to go and try and find a tip for this evening. So I thought I'd open it up to the audience to see if anybody had any questions for me this evening, or...
I don't see anybody talking. I just see people watching.
Everybody's lurking. What the fuck?
All right,
announce yourself. Say hi.
My phone's not even buzzing.
Kelsey's watching.
Well, Kelsey... Did Kelsey sign in? For the people that are watching after, I'm sorry that we're delaying this a little bit, but I don't know. There was a tip that I sent you. It was kind of raunchy.
When did you send it to me?
I'm about to look.
Okay, because it's a pain in the ass for me to go back and messages and stuff. But anyway, how was your weekend?
Let's see. What did I do on Friday? God, am I getting old or what? Because it's starting to become like I only remember one of the days of the weekend, and then I just the rest is like...
You're lucky if I remember any of the days of the weekend. That's why I sit here going, what did I do this weekend?
Shit. I know one thing that we did this weekend. It was on Sunday.
Right. That's all. I was still sick pretty much the entire weekend. Although I did go to Zorf's for.
Oh, how did that go? You should have told me. I would have went and got my dog's microchipped.
You should have. But actually, it was good. We brought two fosters along with us, and they weren't both our fosters. We brought Stitch, and we brought this other little guy named Turner, and freaking Stitch was loving it. People were all over him.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Was he tired when he went home?
Oh my God, he pooped out and stayed asleep like the entire night. It was wonderful.
Wow.
But like we weren't doing it to hope for adoptions. Like adoption would have been nice, but it was more sort of to like spread the word about the
Don't send me pictures like this, because then I'll put them on our show.
What the fuck?
You're welcome.
It was like we wanted to sort of spread the word about the rescue and
now it won't close.
Oh God, and use it to like try and maybe get people interested in fostering because we need more fosters, and you know, I mean, it was successful for what it was. It was successful, and it was good. It was a nice few hours to kind of hang out. Barbara Seville and Eddie were there hosting bingo. So
what color was it?
Red.
Are they almost done with the rainbow already?
I don't know. They were on yellow at Charlie's the other night, I believe. So I have no idea.
I was originally clicking on our conversation, but it wouldn't let me. Stuck on this conversation.
Broke it now. But I mean, it was good. It was fun. I was tired when I got home just because. Oh.
See, you don't read messages.
No, I don't. Not if I can help it.
You continue talking. I'll read this and see if I can.
But it was. I mean, it was good. It was fun. I was still getting over being sick, so I was still sort of.
But it felt good to be out of the house.
Sure. Oh God, I hadn't gone to work since Monday.
Ooh.
Yeah, like it was. Last week was rough for me. Last week was really rough for me.
Started hormones. You got sick.
And then it was terrible.
You didn't work out. Then you didn't go to work.
Right. And then
I made you come to a photo shoot.
Honestly, the like not working out all last week drove me crazy.
Really?
It did. I've gotten so used to going to the gym pretty much every day with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 days a week. Like, I go to the gym every freaking day.
You go on the weekends too?
No.
Oh, you mean during the week?
Right, during the week.
Okay.
I give myself the weekends off because there's too much shit to do.
Yes.
But no, it was weird. Like, I wanted to go to the gym, but I was like, I can't get out of bed, so I'm not going to the gym. No.
I might let you read those.
Okay.
Because I think you would understand it better.
And then Sunday we had the photo shoot with Gabe.
Gabe King Photography, 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 Gabe King Photography.
But it went well. It was fun.
Well, we have to thank Gabe for having the theme of
was that 50 style?
Yeah. I wonder. Oh, I don't.
You
I'll
had to
have to figure it out for next time.
Borrow my girlfriend's dress.
Yes, and I had one of my own, but it was kind of pushing like the 60s.
It was kind of that borderline.
Yeah, I thought it was like
late 50s, early 60s.
And then,
that's all right. We made it work.
But it was so much fun. It didn't take that long, I don't think. It just took longer for me to be ready.
You told me to be here at 11.
And Gabe was still setting up at 11. So I took full advantage of not being.
It was after 4 o'clock when I left.
No, it wasn't. It was before 4 o'clock.
No, it wasn't.
But still, we started at 12 and ended at 4. That's still a good photo shoot.
4 hours. And what, 5 outfits?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that?
We took a plentiful photo shoot.
And
thanks to Gabe King for coming up from Tucson, where he was.
And Dionysus came along as well.
Yes. Before I had never really talked to him.
You've never talked to Dionysus?
No, I mean it was more of like a.
You keep talking out.
It was. You know how like when you're on the show, it's just like
it's hard to have a conversation.
It's just like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Yeah, cool.
It's hard to have a conversation because you're running around, you're getting ready,
you don't feel like, But when they're in your house and you get to know them and I didn't know things about this person. And you just go, oh, cool, oh my god. And you learn a little more.
Right. So. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good day. It was a very good day.
Hi, Kelsey. I don't know.
And then I left here, and we had, I guess Carrie had left Andrew at Goodwill, holding on to a bunch of stuff. So we had to run to Goodwill so she could take care of her stuff. And then we went and had dinner. We went and had sushi.
Hasn't she signed in before?
Who?
Kelsey?
No, Kelsey has. Yes.
She's asking how.
Oh, you've signed into YouTube before, Kelsey. What do you?
Signed in how?
By logging into YouTube
and commenting on the video.
And, right.
So before you end the session, you 3 people watching.
Yeah. Shh. I'm supposed to tell people how many people aren't watching.
See, this is the thing. I think that YouTube lies to me.
I think it does too, honestly.
Because then I go back like a few hours later, and it says like 45, 50 people watched it, and I'm like.
Right, so something's not either.
The ticker didn't move. It doesn't say like 1 person left, 2 people came in.
Right, there's nothing. It just says that there were this many.
I'm like, where do you get this number at? And why do you tell me this number all day if it's not true?
Right.
To make me work harder is what it is. Freddy's conspiring.
Kelsey said my hair is getting long. I just had a haircut.
You just cut it.
I got it. Look, it's all pretty. Look at it. It's pretty. I even trimmed up the top. Like the sides are trimmed, and the top was a hell of a lot longer than it was. Actually,
you got the neat little part going.
I trimmed it. And I had it done, 50 style, because
that was
sort of, and it's kind of suits me. I'm finding that it suits me. I have more people that compliment me at work on my hairstyle. It's really weird. And
have you told anybody at work that you're transitioning?
Yes, I have. I've told like my immediate coworkers, like the people on my team, and then there's a couple people on another team that I talk to regularly.
Mm-hmm.
I let them know so that they're not wondering what the hell's going on once things
start flourishing.
Because it was okay. So we've been taking pictures. We're
oh, I want your job.
We're not taking pictures at work. We're taking pictures chronicling the transition.
Oh, at home.
At home, yes. No,
okay.
not.
I was like, oh,
that would be really awkward if I did that at work. But we did it we take pictures at home, and
oh, can I do one of those
well,
movies?
eventually, that's what we're doing. But it's crazy because here, I'll show you. We took a picture before I started, and then we took a picture 1 week later. Okay, and I was like, huh. I was like, there really can't. You wouldn't think there'd be that much difference, I mean, it's only been a week, right?
Oh, wow.
There's a difference.
Wow.
And the pictures are almost identical in terms of.
Can you show?
I can try. It's hard to see, and I'm not ready to post it yet, which is why I haven't shared it with anybody. But there is a difference.
Well, you can see it like in your face.
Right. It's crazy, and that's after a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like totally trying to imagine what you're gonna look like.
I'm scared that I'm not gonna look like what I see in my head, and then I'll just hate myself.
Oh.
Kelsey says she signed in and she commented.
You know what?
I don't believe her.
You know what, Kelsey?
I don't see.
I believe you because YouTube does not like to tell us the truth.
This is true. There's always something. If it's not YouTube,
there is a difference.
Oh, see, there you go. No, you're there.
There we go.
No, you didn't miss us. We're here.
I got it.
We're here.
No, she's saying that she missed us, not that she missed us as in, oh, look, there they went. She's saying she missed. I'm sorry, Kelsey. She drinks.
This is why I just play with the iPad and just look at things while you read this.
Okay. All right, what have I got here?
I'm going to play your song. You read that.
All right.
Skim it for a second.
Okay. This is sort of,
Oh, I have some Justin Timberlake news.
Oh.
Did you know Justin Timberlake remade one of Michael Jackson's songs?
Yes, and did like a duet video, kind of like the way that
Natalie Coleman
did with her father. Yeah.
I thought it was kind of like, that's right on.
I thought that was kind of cool. So this isn't really.
It's not new news?
No, it just kind of tells you what happens, and it's most people already know this is sort of basic sex ed.
It doesn't say like it's supposed to be etiquette.
It's not though. It's really not. Like they talk about the different phases, like the excitement phase, the plateau phase.
It said something about O phase, and I stopped reading because it reminded me of some movie. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not really etiquette. So.
What would be proper etiquette for?
Hi, Navi-Ho. We like Navi-Ho.
Oh, congratulations
Empress,
to Miss
Empress
Demeanor.
Misdemeanor. Yes,
yes. Crown.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to have a chance to work with her.
Crown.
That's fabulous.
We're thinking about doing a tour for our show, but I don't know if we could do something with the Imperial Court.
That would be awesome.
I do have to say this.
Here,
I have to say. I will.
It.
That I do apologize for not being able to go to the event on June 6th. But we could.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you want to bring it up, you might.
But we can work it in somewhere and do our own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is the proper etiquette for orgasm?
They're really. I would say.
Don't shove it.
From a personal standpoint, like, don't be selfish about it.
How do you mean?
Like, if you finish first before your partner, Don't just be like, okay, that was great, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, roll over and be done with it.
Thanks.
You know.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk out the door. Thanks.
Like you actually need to, you know. There was actually I was listening to. I got into the habit because of the boys mostly of listening to John Jay and Rich in the morning.
We don't endorse them on this.
And I personally can't stand him. I think John Jay's a fucking moron. I've thought that.
Which one's he? The skinny one or the mildly thick one?
The mildly thick one, the tall one.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought he was a giant douchebag ever since listening to them in Tucson, because they were in Tucson first, and then they moved up here, and then they were syndicated. And yeah, they've been syndicated all over the place now. They're in like all sorts of different states, and
I did not know that.
But they were doing a hump day dump day. So what they do is they call like one of the somebody calls in and says, hey, my person dumped me. Can you find out why? So then they call the person, and they find out why they dumped them.
Oh my God!
Well, they do all sorts of shit. It's awful, and they're generally jackasses about it too.
The people? Or
no, John Jay and Rich. They're assholes about it. But so there's this guy that calls up, and he's been dating this woman for like 2.5 months, and he's totally in love with her. Blah blah blah, right? Mm-hmm. But he's, they're like, have you been intimate with her? And he's like, well, we haven't had sex, but I've done stuff to her. And they're like, that's it. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, so y'all are just, she's not doing anything to you, and you're just doing stuff to her. That is a selfish orgasm. That's assuming that she did orgasm. If she didn't orgasm, well, then that just sucks. But don't just sit there
and like 20 million people are listening to this conversation.
Oh yeah. But I would say that in terms of orgasm etiquette, I would say don't be selfish about it. Unless you're by yourself, you're flying solo, then hey, more power to you. You go ahead and you be selfish about that orgasm. But if you've got a partner, you gotta make sure everybody's kind of sharing the wealth.
That's weird.
Otherwise it's really, you have the person that's finished. All right, I'm done.
Gonna jump in the shower. You have
grab something to eat now.
Cool.
Find me a snack.
Awesome. Thanks for the ride.
Yeah. And then the other person's like, well, what the fuck? And then
weird sex.
Oh, weird sex is scary. Some of it's really weird.
Let's see if it loads.
And we've talked about some weird stuff.
Bacon better than sex?
I don't know about that. Did you see that Panda Express has made orange chicken with bacon? I don't know how I feel about that, to be perfectly honest.
Have you tried it?
No, and there's certain things, like, I love bacon, like...
Oh, here's a fun one.
Ooh, Kelsey wants to know about sleeping with virgins.
Let's do that first, and then we'll do this one.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I think I've looked at that one before, something similar to it.
Oh, but this is on it.
Yes. Of course it is. Okay, so Kelsey wants to know about dealing with sleeping with virgins. Now.
Oh, I love having these live shows.
Now, Kelsey, are we talking about?
Are we talking about born
virgins?
again?
Like, no, born again virgins. Are we talking about total virgins? Virgins, like never had any sort of sexual contact with either gender, whatever, or are we talking about? Have they given a
blowjob, licked a job? Or
are we talking about someone that's like maybe only been with men, has never been with a woman? Are we talking about people that have only been right? Like what kind of virgin are we talking about here? I'm gonna need you to elaborate just a little bit, and then oh dear God, okay.
Whoa.
All right, especially when they've only slept with men for the first 25 years of their life, and they've been out for 2 years and haven't kissed anyone. Also, they're super introverted and shy. Oh, fuck.
Wow, this is complicated.
Okay.
Why do we go that deep?
All right. First of all, I can tell you.
All
right. I can tell you almost unequivocally, without a doubt, that the first woman that this person sleeps with, they will become ridiculously attached to. I've seen it happen. I had a girlfriend once who I didn't know at the time she had never been with a woman before. And when I first got with her, like, this is about the only time anybody's ever picked me up in a bar, basically. I've never had anybody give me their number in a bar. It's never happened.
It's never happened to me either.
It's never, so this is the first time this has happened. It was kind of intriguing. And I didn't know that she'd never been with a woman before. And she fucking latched on. She literally brought me lunch and never left. Like, it was, I kid you not, it was almost a year. It was like, oh God, get the fuck out of my house at this point. I'm like, can you please go? It was like it was fine for the first couple months, and it was like, are you done yet? Are you leaving?
Bye, like, Felicia.
They inevitably become very, very attached. And if you don't mind that, great. But it can be
mind-numbing?
It can be very difficult because there's that connection that women have. And
because a lot of women don't have sex for free.
It's like,
I don't mean it the way it's sounded.
What you mean is generally women have to have some sort of feelings involved.
Yeah,
it's harder to just sleep with someone than
go and then say, you know what, I just slept with that person. Bingo.
Right. That's why there's really not a grinder out there. Like there's
like something.
It is, but you don't really hear about it because you know what I mean. Like it's not. It's just it's not the way women tend to operate. So, they've been out for 2 years and they've never kissed anyone.
Is this a woman or a guy?
I'm assuming it's a woman. Now,
Kelsey, is it a woman or a guy?
Now, my question is, what is wrong with them that nobody wants to kiss them?
Not even like a peck on the cheek.
Like, are we talking like, do we have like some crazy halitosis going on? Do we have
bad hygiene?
Do we have like gonorrhea of the mouth? Like what's happening here? Do we have like why?
Are they a hoarder?
Are they a hoarder? So this is it's.
There are some things that factor into like when people have been quote unquote heterosexual or living the life thereof. They become very afraid. Because they have lived this life for so long.
Absolutely.
And maybe the people that they hang out with have been related to, know them of as such, but they don't want to break that image down. There's of course, look at your phone.
I did.
Oh, that's a minute ago. Why is it? I hate YouTube. But there are so many things, like when I was like slowly coming out of the closet. There was like people that they knew, but I didn't feel comfortable like shouting.
Right. I mean, there's knowing, and then there's knowing, and then
it was like I'm telling you the truth, but it was something that I had to get over, but it didn't take me 2 years to get over it.
Any type of virgin, especially if you're dealing one that's coming out of the closet, like you
so
have to.
So is this a complete virgin?
No, she's been with men for 25 years.
Oh, okay.
But when they're coming out of the closet,
but
and
she
they're
hasn't played around, like most people play around and then they.
Not necessarily. My partner did not. Right.
Or you just have the feeling, I guess.
You just have the feeling, this isn't working, this isn't working.
I'm sorry, I'm very naive to the subject because I didn't really have.
No, it's basically, you spend however long, almost 30 years. You're like, I know something's not quite
you're
right.
You're like kind of retrain your brain to say it's okay to go with this feeling because after so long you've been like, no.
Right. So they have to be handled delicately. Like you don't want to push it and you don't want to rush it. And for God's sakes, don't just fuck them and leave them because you will destroy them. Like you. Think of the first time you had sex with anybody, whether your first time, period, regardless of whether it was with a woman, whether it was a man, whatever, and I would hope that person at least pretended that they liked you, But think of it this way:
it'd be better if we were just friends,
right? You have sex with this person, and then they're like, oh no, I don't want a relationship. I was just.
But that was cool.
That was fun. But
or
what
they got out of bed after the orgasm.
Right. You have to take it slow. And I would say that if this is someone that you are legitimately interested in, I would say
She's a super introvert.
She's an introvert. Okay, introverts are tricky. I am an introvert. Don't laugh. All of you, shut up. Shut up. I see you.
You are?
I'm an introvert.
She hasn't dated anyone in this 2 years either.
Yeah.
She's super introvert.
As an introvert, it can be very tricky because we don't like crowds, we don't like people, we don't like parties, we don't like being put on the spot. We're very shy.
I'm interchangeable.
I'm introverted and I'm shy.
In face, I'm like,
see, in face, I'm fine. When I'm out of face, I am shy to the point that people think I'm a fucking bitch.
Unless I'm drinking.
I say nothing. I'm quiet, and my being quiet and my hesitancy.
Nothing is wrong with her. She is really reserved.
I have a tendency to not talk to people unless someone talks to me first, and it comes off as being snotty and rude, and it's not. I'm shy. So, I'm awfully shy.
When we get off of here, I have to show you. You guys need to look up the case of bitch face.
Yes, resting bitch face?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have resting bitch face and I even have it in face sometimes, like when I'm standing around and I just go like this.
Right.
Like I'm not mad, but this is my face. This is what she isn't what?
She says she isn't sure if she has a sex drive. Kelsey, have you?
She hasn't done anything with her female. She's just very.
If she's
about
not.
It. She's not sure she has a sex.
Could she be asexual? It's a legit thing. If she's not really she could be attracted to somebody.
Is there such thing as fear, creating such a fear that she's blocked herself from it?
Absolutely. But there's also a very, very good possibility that an individual
she just loves the company of a woman.
Could be completely asexual. You can love hanging out with somebody. You can love the company of a certain person or certain people, but have zero sexual feelings. You're not interested in men. You're not interested in women. You're not really
But what if she has the strong feeling of being with a woman? What if she's incredibly bad though? Oh, does she fear it? Oh, I mean.
Okay, let me tell you. So
this person fears being a horrible.
No, I think Kelsey's afraid that this person's bad in bed. And let me tell you what happens. The partner who brought me lunch and never left. Awful in the sack. Terrible.
The first time or all
No, the whole fucking time. I'm thinking.
You put up with that for a year?
Barely. It was.
You became asexual for a year.
It was.
Or you got to know yourself.
One of these things where here's the thing. Not everybody who starts out bad in bed will always stay bad in bed. A lot of times, if you have someone that is willing to learn, and don't laugh, because sex, just like anything else, is a learning process.
Absolutely.
You have to figure out what works and what doesn't. And if someone's never been with a woman before, it's a whole it works on you, but it's not quite the same.
Well, it's a different feeling.
Right. You have to figure out what works, what doesn't. What does this person like when I touch? What do they not like? And they have to have someone that's
here. Do they like being touched there?
And it's like.
It's a learning experience.
Right, and both people have to be willing. The one has to be open to learning, and the other one has to be open to teaching. And it's not a matter of no, don't do that. It's here. Let me show you. Put your hand on theirs. Put your let me.
But will the person with more experience, if hopefully this person is telling whoever they're with that I'm inexperienced and. What is it?
I don't know. She's sending the messages to you, not to me.
That's the question that she asked.
Well, is it what?
Is it?
Is it what?
I don't know.
Well, what the hell?
Kelsey, if you just ask in full questions.
I have full sentences, please. But it's a legitimate fear. I've had two partners who were just god awful in the sack. One of them was just bad all around. It was oh my god, I don't know what you're doing.
The one that brought you lunch.
Yeah. It was literally it felt like I was having sex with a man. I would stare at the ceiling, wait for about 30 seconds.
She fears being...
And then bad intimacy. She feels like she's bad, and she might be bad in bed. I would literally stare at the ceiling and wait and figure out how long can I sit here until I can fake it, and then we can stop. Like, it was like having sex with a man. It was awful. Terrible. I'm like, not that she was like a man. It was how I felt when I was having sex with a man. It was like, oh my God, seriously. 10, 9, 8.
What did you do?
7.
Did you pretend?
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, okay, then she's done. And then there was another partner that I had that was not only really bad in bed, but so vanilla. I was like, no.
Oh, just stick to the basics.
Right. It was, it has to be this way. There's no toys. There's no nothing. And I'm like, all right, you're really fucking boring. And I
Did you say that?
No. No. She was also crazy, an alcoholic, and a vegan.
Oh, this one I know?
Yeah. Mm. So she was nuts. That was, yeah. I would, yeah. So, but...
Is Kelsey, like, double messaging us?
I think so. She's texting me and messaging you. God damn it, Kelsey.
You are the multitasker. Look at you.
So, but, I mean, there's no one way to deal with someone that's never had sex with a woman
Except
before.
for be patient.
And that's just it. And if she has no interest, then leave it.
Don't force it.
Leave it be. And
but I would, if this is going to become like a relationship, I would ask if the person would want to watch or maybe join in and pleasuring you.
I would say try. Why don't we start with a kiss first? Just saying.
Oh, that's right.
You know, and it doesn't even have to, right? I'm saying freaking Felicia's jumping in. Hey, you want to watch me jack myself off? Yeah.
Skip all that kissing.
We don't need to kiss or nothing. Why don't you come over here and sit on my lap while I do this now? I'm gonna get this right here.
I look like a woman, but I am a man.
It's like, I would say, if this is someone that you're legitimately interested in and you think there might possibly be potential, you take your time. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do some old-fashioned wooing. Like, you're gonna have to, let's go out to dinner, let's hang out at the movies, try a hand holding. The what? The library? Oh, bitch. Try some hand holding. You know, if someone drops you off, whether who's driving or whatever, at the end of the night, try a quick kiss. Don't shove a tongue down her throat. You know, take it slow, take it easy.
Even you can start at a hug. There's some
hugs are great.
Sometimes you end the date with the hug.
Build up the intimacy. If she's scared, if you rush it, if you force it, that's going to make her more scared, and she's going to run. But on the one hand, not everybody wants to be that teacher. Not everybody wants to be that first person, because they do become very attached to that first person. And it can be very, very sticky. It can be very tricky if it turns out that, like, say they have sex and there's really no chemistry, you know, so you're like, oh God, you know, what do I do now? It's so you're like, okay, we'll see how this goes. Maybe I can let her down easy. She's not gonna want to hear it. She's gonna be right here. She's gonna be like, I love you. No. And then she's going to bring you lunch, and then she's never going to fucking leave. So... Oh, this is when the U-Haul comes. You have to... Right. Seriously, it was terrifying. You have to take it slow, and you have to be very aware of what you are getting yourself into. It's not... You can't just jump in and be like, all right, this person's a virgin, so I'm just going to be slow. No. That's not how it works. It's all about communication. Yes. It's more than anything else, you've got to keep the communication open. This goes for any type of relationship. Keep the communication open and don't make them feel like they're the lesser of the two. Although I have a question. For what? How old is this person? Well, and Kelsey knows why 25. Kelsey knows why I'm asking this. Oh, because if they're stuck in their ways? No. Kelsey knows why I'm asking this. Well, I don't. Kelsey, can you just message us? I'm just saying. We're waiting. I'm just saying. Now I'm waiting on you. I'm saying. I'm anticipating. I'm just saying. You're not going to tell us why? No. What if they're 60? And they've only been having sex for 25 years. That's really unfortunate. That's just sad.
That means they've been having really slow approach to men and women.
But again, like I said, don't rule out the possibility of them being asexual. It's entirely possible, and it happens. It's a very, very real thing, and it's you never know.
Mm-hmm. Are we still waiting on her?
No, is this secular or real? Asecular?
I'll be right back.
Or maybe it's. I think it might have auto-corrected in asexual. Yes, if it's asexual is what you're wondering. Yes, asexual is a legit thing. In fact, there is a documentary on Netflix about an asexual community. It's very interesting.
Oh, there's going to be a new docu-series on transgender America on VH1.
I don't have cable.
You can watch it online. These are things that I've told you time and time again. That you can watch it online.
And I have a computer I can do that with now.
Yes. And there's no excuse. You can't go, well, I can't watch it on my computer. Yes, you can.
No, I can, yes. I know.
Yes. And it stars Carmen Carrera, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Did you see the photo shoot that she just did?
No, I saw one when she first started getting...
She just did a photo shoot with it's a German magazine, and I don't remember which one it was.
Is this the full?
The full nude one. And there's 2 pictures of her.
This might be
has she had bottom surgery?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe we should have her on the show.
I don't remember if she's had bottom surgery. But there's
anybody
2,
knows Carmen Carrera, can you ask
there's
her to come
2
on the
covers,
show?
And one of them is Photoshop, but I don't know which one it is. And one of them,
have you ever met her in person?
Well,
I'm just asking.
No.
I can't assume that you have.
When would I have met her in person?
She's been here.
I don't pay attention to these things. But there's one of them where she's full nude and she has a vagina, and then there's one where she's full nude and she has a penis. But I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure which is the.
I know a trade secret, but
real
I can't
one.
say it out loud.
Well, but I mean, one of them is obviously more Photoshopped than the other. You have to look at it to see, but you can tell one of them is more Photoshopped than the other. I just don't know which one it is because I don't know which one is what's hanging out there. I mean, I know people can tuck and.
Here she is on my Twitter.
Okay, Kelsey's laptop just died. What the fuck, Kelsey?
Kelsey, this is unacceptable.
Seriously. You ask me a fucking question and then you kill your computer. Why?
Oh, wow.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at Carmen Carrera.
Oh.
Has an obsession
with
Boris.
What are you doing?
I'm looking
Can
at
you focus on the task at hand here?
I am focused. I'm ready whenever you are.
Oh, please, go right ahead.
This is pretty nice.
That is pretty nice. It doesn't look much.
Anyway, let me go back to what I was talking about. Let's see. 9 things people would rather do than get busy. You've already seen 2 of them. What do you think any of the others are?
Guess it depends on who you're getting busy with. Watch Breaking Bad. No.
You two. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, but you two are. You two really. I'm gonna cancel your Netflix subscription.
It's not.
No. You know, June 6th is coming up pretty quick, and I'm busy all that weekend. I'm like, I gotta see Orange is the New Black. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna just fit this in.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Anyway.
Yep. I don't know what you're gonna be doing there. I'll be watching Orange is the New Black though.
Before your show?
She's on her
after?
phone watching. During.
You're like,
I'm just gonna bring my fucking laptop to BS West and I'm gonna sit there and be like, and up next we have...
Good job. Yeah. Good job. Whoever you are, you won the pageant.
Give them a big round of applause, everybody. And just,
So there's 9 things that people rather do than have sex. They rather eat. So, food loving doesn't stop there. Ooh. They rather eat bacon.
Not just eat, but eat bacon.
They rather eat bacon, and it's the truth. Women and men agree on this. Use their smartphone. I'm not sure if I've ever done this.
Actually.
Have you?
I have not, but I'll tell you one thing, that there is nothing more annoying when you're trying to get busy and someone's phone is going off and out of habit, they fucking pick it up. You're like, are you kidding me right now? The other thing that you shouldn't do is immediately after sex, roll over and pick up your phone. Put your fucking phone down. Down, I say. Otherwise, you're gonna fucking... seriously, who does it? Oh, look, that was really nice, honey. Oh, wait, I have to check my Facebook and update my status. OMG, had a great night getting busy, winky face.
So in the digital era, this is no surprise, but 44% of us are sleeping with the people that check their phones instead of having sex.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And even more so, 20% more check to see if there's a low battery notification or if there's a charger nearby. That would drive me nuts. I'm butt naked.
Seriously,
and you're checking your phone.
Seriously, get off your fucking phone. You can't fucking drop it for half an hour. Jeez. That would make me nuts.
Some people rather sleep. Almost 80% of women admitted that they would rather get some shut-eye than be submitted.
Guilty.
Oh my gosh.
Especially lately. I'm like, please just let me sleep.
I am there.
Please don't wake me up to show me pictures of kittens. No, I kid you not. Honey, are your eyes open? Are your eyes open, baby?
Oh.
Baby, look it. Look it. It's cute. Baby, look at this kitten. Look at this kitten.
Oh,
look at this kitten.
I don't want it.
No, I'm fucking sleeping. Okay, T-Rage. Well, I'm fucking sleeping. What do you want from me? God damn. It's awful.
Instead of having sex, they'd rather own a plasma TV, a 50-inch to be exact.
I have no room for 50-inch TV in my house.
But that's not the relation killer.
They want to watch Breaking Bad on there, huh?
It's not even listed, but I'm sure that's what they were talking about. That's awful. Why would you? So you buy this huge TV and you rather watch it than
have sex? I would have nowhere to put a 50-inch TV, so.
Okay, they also rather drink hot chocolate. Here in this summer.
Yeah, not so much.
This must not be Arizona people, because it says 70% of Irish women. So the Irish.
Oh, well, you know, if you're.
The Irish people are fucked up.
In Ireland, then it's a wee bit cold there, you know.
Instead of having sex with somebody, they rather just masturbate.
You know, it's easier. 30 seconds and I'm done.
A surprising 41% of women say they enjoy self-pleasure than actually having sex. I think I believe that. I think it's a little more.
Probably.
But no official word on if guys are...
Well,
we all pretty much know that.
Yeah, you got Mr.
Especially the guys that just do this all day.
Right, they're just constantly pulling at their
they're
jaw.
rubbing their chest and
Constantly
you're like, God, they're all there. They haven't left.
Nothing's gone. It's still there.
What really makes me laugh is the people that rub their abs and then they rub their chest.
Oh, what cracks me up is the ones that sit there and I don't even know they realize that they're doing it. But they're like, they have their shirt half up and they're like, they have their hand up in their shirt
and they're just
rubbing.
They're like, these abs.
I'm gonna start doing that when I get abs.
Just yeah.
In fact, when I finally have top surgery, I'm just gonna sit around with no fucking shirt on and do this all day.
Like this.
Oh,
I wonder if women did that.
So, hurry up with their list. I have a question for the peoples.
The other two were catching up on paperwork and reading a book.
Catching up on paperwork.
Not sure if I've ever jumped out of bed to go do
paperwork. No. Reading a book. I can get stuck in a book sometimes where it's like I have to keep reading it like it's one of these things where it's really hard for me to put down. It creates problems at work for me too because I'm like I'll read during my lunch and then
you're like I'm at a good part.
Well then seriously I'll stick it on my keep it on my Kindle and I'll be type read
and then you start typing the book.
Right yeah yeah.
You're like Once Upon a Time.
If you would rather catch up on paperwork,
do you watch Once Upon a Time?
Yes, actually. It's actually a fantastic show.
Do you know who's coming to Once Upon a Time?
Yes, of course. Everybody's seen the last episode.
Oh, I gotta catch
I want to know who's going to play her. They don't know. They didn't announce it.
I thought I saw it online.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to spoil it for people.
There's been speculation about who's gonna do it.
If you're not on the Once Upon a Time thing, I
jump on that bandwagon.
That you go to Netflix and binge watch this.
It's on Hulu too.
And then watch the current episodes on Hulu.
Yeah.
And then watch it on
Hulu.
You can watch it on Hulu
if you don't have cable. It's actually a good show. That requires getting the rabbit ears out and moving it from it's just a pain in the ass.
You need a flat one.
It's fine.
Anyway, what were we going to talk about?
So I have a question for the peoples out there, and, there's the 14 million people that are watching, I'm sure. But, okay, so as this transition progresses here, right, it's becoming more and more clear to me that I fucking can't afford top surgery, and it sucks. So, all over Facebook and stuff, I see people with like Gofundme accounts and people that hold fundraisers and things like that for their top surgery and stuff. And for me, and this is just me, I have a hard time asking for things like that for myself. I think I've only ever really had like one, maybe two fundraisers for me, and it was to get me to nationals back in like 2008.
And you're 21.
Yeah, right. But, it looks like I'm going to be needing, with travel expenses and everything like that, something like 10 grand. And, I don't have 10 grand, goodness knows. I don't have a rich benefactor just sitting around waiting to hand me 10 grand. Like, I don't have it. And I'm wondering, what does, like...
I'm not laughing at you, I'll laugh
God. What do people think about like the fundraisers and the GoFundMes and the and the things like that for things like top surgery? Because you're not really doing anything. You're just sitting there going, hey.
Now, this is a very I would say it's a very delicate subject.
It is a delicate subject. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the people that have done the fundraisers. Or, the fundraisers or the GoFundMes and things like that. Because some people have actually come up with quite a bit of money going that route. I'm just curious what people...
So, that GoFundMe was created for, like when you sign up, it shows like different examples, like help sponsor my vacation that I want to take in Tahiti.
Right, I saw that.
So it was Kelsey's on a roll today.
Kelsey graduated. Kelsey has nothing to do anymore.
Oh, so we took the place of her homework.
Right, that's exactly what it is. There's no more homework, so.
All right, but I enjoy it. Don't mistake it as a dissatisfaction. But I think that there becomes that, I don't know, there's like a line somewhere, like you have to tell people when you're going to do it, maybe you'll pay for it up front, but you need help paying for the bill, or I don't know, and for me, sometimes there have been people that have, and whoever's listening may know who I'm talking about. But there are some people that have had these functions where I didn't go because I didn't really trust the person. I didn't
and
really.
Then there's that.
I didn't really think that they were gonna have top surgery because sometimes it looked like they were on hormones, but they weren't.
Right.
It wasn't. It wasn't true to me, like if they were doing it or if I was just performing just to fund their next, new car or whatever. I don't have a problem with doing things. I don't have a problem because this is the way we get extra money or this is the way we live our life sometimes. I don't have a problem with doing that. For you, I wouldn't, but for the person who I'm talking about.
Right, yes.
I would definitely not do it for him.
And I mean, it's
that is some shade right there.
I've discussed it with a couple people, and they're like, well, you know, it's not like, you know, you've never done anything for the community. You know, you've been busting your ass for almost 10 years.
Is that why?
I don't know. I don't know. I have a problem with just sitting back and going, now we're going to raise money for me. And, you know, and then there's the fear of rejection.
Charity. You're not a charity case.
Right. You know, and then there's I mean if you want to get down to it, I am a fucking charity case. I live paycheck to paycheck, barely make it. I have 2 kids essentially that I help support, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's rough. My house is, we don't have extra money laying around. We don't.
I can relate.
And you know, it's like I don't know. I don't.
If you just ask for people that are willing to help you, I think it's okay. But when it becomes like you do shows for your top surgery and then you don't have the top surgery,
that could be a little, yeah. But you know, it's like
and your name is known to everybody because you haven't had this top surgery, and it's been almost 10 years because you haven't had this top surgery.
I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know.
Is that too specific?
No.
But you haven't been one to do the community wrong, and I don't think that you would ever do that.
But I also have this is part of the sort of the introvert that's coming out, is I have an awful fear of rejection. What if
nobody helps you pay for it?
What if I set up a GoFundMe, or what if I have a fundraiser and I make nothing? You know, like it's a couple $100. I'm like, well, that's great.
Whoa.
You know, oh look, Kelsey's back. She must have gotten her laptop.
Okay, so again. Michael says, forget.
That's Teddy.
Forget Kelsey's throat problems. I'm watching for the first time. Well, welcome, Michael or Teddy.
That's Teddy.
Why does it say T?
It's T. T would be Teddy.
Most people put T because they don't want you to say their first name.
Well,
and then,
then he wouldn't have it. I know him as Teddy.
Don't be rude.
Your mom.
My mom's not that rude.
No, we're very excited. I'm super stoked. Teddy's been saying he's been trying to watch forever. I don't know how he managed. I don't know. Usually he's at work on Wednesdays, so he must have gotten off.
You know what? He called off sick because he wanted to watch it.
That must be it.
Mm-hmm.
That must be it. Now he's going to make sure he's going to change his schedule so he doesn't work Wednesday night so that he can watch us every Wednesday. Because we are just that awesome. Are
Teddy and Kelsey fighting on our page?
They seem to be having a little bit of a thing here on our page. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, hi, Gabe.
Teddy wants it to be all about him, and
but Teddy hasn't told us anything that he wants us to talk about.
He just wants us to talk about him.
Oh, okay. Teddy.
Yes.
Teddy.
The more times that we can say Teddy's name on here.
Teddy. And Teddy.
Okay, Teddy. I love Teddy.
And while we're at it, Robin Hearts.
Mm-hmm. Teddy is actually in Ohio.
And there's another comment. This is like, what is Kelsey's major? Because this is like major writing.
Kelsey's major was, I think, something to do with like social work or underwater basket weaving or something along those lines. Something. I'm something like that. I'm close. I know that.
She thinks that you're a good cause and you don't really ask for help. Basically, what I just done.
I don't know. I'm debating. I just it's hard. It's a hard call, and it's not that I'm asking everybody to pay for. Like, I wouldn't ask for people to pay for the whole damn thing, because I'm gonna have things like my HSA, which is gonna go into my account, my health spending account, which I can use to go towards it. There's, you know, my tax returns, my yearly bonus, all shit that I'm gonna put into a fucking account and hold it there. But it's still not enough, and it's like the procedure alone at the doctor that I want is $6,900. That's his fee, the hospital fees, anesthesia.
Is this the one where you get to stay? Are you doing the one that you get to stay?
Stay where?
After it happens, you get to stay there?
No, they're all outpatient, basically. You go, you do it, but the best thing to do is to stay in a hotel for another week or so while they're dealing with drains.
So you need help with that.
Right, and that's the thing. It's $6,900 for the procedure.
So what if people help pay for...
If, like, that, and that's the thing. It's like, this is
if somebody donated airline
miles, buddy passes, shit like that, like...
So instead of money, you could do
and that's the thing. It's
things
like
that you would like an equivalent to their...
you can get a fucking gift card to whatever fucking airline flies from here to Florida.
Or well, the first couple days you may not want to eat. I was going to say, like, maybe McDonald's or,
Because it's, I won't be going by myself. Someone's going to have to go with me.
Well, we'll have to be that person, too.
Well, we'll have to fly that person, too, is the problem. But that person probably won't be my partner because she's going to have to stay home and watch the kids and the dogs and the whatnot. So somebody's going to have to... You do realize that doing that means that you have to... Taking care of you. Great. It's not just taking care of me.
Giving you a bath.
No, it's draining things that have blood and pus and nasty, gross, disgusting shit in it. It's not exactly pretty, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Me and blood don't get along.
Ooh, Kelsey just used my full name. What the fuck? She says I'm a perfect charity case. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? A fucking
Why do you use your
case?
That's rude.
Bitch, right? So rude. Tell me I'm a perfect charity case. Your mom. God damn it.
So now we're gonna raise money for Kelsey's mom.
We could. Kelsey's mom needs help. I'll raise money. This is what I do.
But I don't know. Kelsey is on. Is Kelsey on more votes?
No.
She's no rage.
No, Kelsey. Well, Kelsey, sweetheart.
Is her son with her?
The time of the month.
The son?
Honey, maybe.
Baby.
That time of the month.
Are you pregnant?
Again?
How did this happen this time? Oh God. What did she say?
Oh, I don't know. Check my phone. God damn it, Kelsey. She's already started saving to help me. Well, she's educated now. I expect her to have a nice 6-figure income, and then,
maybe do the surgery herself. Oh, sorry.
I don't think she's qualified for that.
I skipped ahead.
Just saying.
Skipped ahead.
Just saying. Anyway.
You want to go ahead and get that doctorate? Go ahead.
Well,
What's a little debt? $80,000 in debt. Help you. Do it for free.
What the fuck? What's the...
extra 4 years on your life. Maybe 8.
It's a good cause, right?
I'm trying to help a friend. That's why I'm going to spend all this money.
She just said we were stupid.
Fuck.
Damn it.
I thought it was a smart idea. That sounds like a smart idea.
I believe she just called us stupid.
Kelsey, one day you're going to have to charge your laptop or whatever. And we're going to have you...
She keeps telling me to go to wherever the... Oh, what happened to my phone here?
Why is it dark like that?
Ooh. There we go.
I decided we don't want any more coffee.
Criminal justice and sociology. I was close with the underwater basket weaving.
So she's going to be a cop?
Yes. She wants me to come to Louisville. Dude, you can find someone to fly me out to fucking Louisville. I will go to Louisville.
Isn't that where we're going?
Kentucky?
That's where we're going for Nash.
Is it? You should fly me out there on Wednesday, and then I'll find somewhere to perform Wednesday night.
Oh, I should do that too. Kelsey, if we go that Wednesday, you gotta book us in a show.
Yeah, Wednesday.
You're the booking agent.
What is it? It's the week of...
Look up the date. Look at the date.
It's like July.
I took the whole week off.
I can't take the whole week off. That's not gonna happen.
I know. I can't sit in the car that long.
June, July. It would be...
The 23rd?
Is it the 23rd?
What if we left Tuesday night?
No. I can't take that much time off work.
Tuesday night.
Maybe. So, when does the competition actually start? Friday?
For me?
Yeah.
It's probably Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday?
I have to check where we're checking.
Double check that. Because if it's Friday, Saturday, I could perform somewhere on Thursday, too. Start looking, Kelsey, here's what you need to do. You need to start looking at venues that
Felicia.
would possibly want to maybe book us, like possibly Wednesday the 23rd and maybe Thursday the 24th of July.
Partially why I can't do the Freedom Tells Rescue thing is to help us get to the little book, because I am not sitting in a motherfucking car.
I ain't sitting in a motherfucking
for
car
like
either.
3 or 4 days.
Not happening. So, but I could be there and I could totally perform. So I don't find me.
I don't mind.
Isn't Play Bar's in Louisville, right? Somebody play, right? Yes,
That's
Play
late.
Bar. Somebody, yeah, right. Come on, Kelsey, get with
text.
Come on, get with the program here. Get with the program here.
Was that me?
Anyway, yes, find me someplace to perform in Louisville. I'll do it. That would be exciting. I would like that. That'd be fun.
I've never performed. Well, I have performed out of the state, but I've never.
And you have performed out of state.
I have not performed on the East Coast.
That's sort of Midwest.
I haven't performed off the West Coast. Let's just say.
So anyway, okay,
we're digressing. I had a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about, but we had a little bit more interesting conversation than I had anticipated.
So I just have to say real quick, I saw this sitting up here, right? And the first time I saw it, I'm looking at it, I'm going, who the fuck is Rihanna Donates?
Oh my god. So, Kelsey, you do really need to go back to school, get that doctorate. Go ahead and help this man. It's gonna take a little longer than a year to get some money together for that top surgery, because he's still trying to figure out who Rihanna Donates is.
Donates. It says Donates. I'm like, who is Rihanna Donates?
You made up your own damn language.
I'm tired. Oh my god. I'm tired. I blame the hormones.
Oh my god. So, what happens when Rihanna cracks your phone? She donates $25,000 to the LAPD after she was hanging out with the what is he? Is he like the commissioner?
Yes, I believe he's like the police commissioner or somebody like that.
Yeah, he's the LA police commissioner, and he's going to take a selfie with Rihanna, and then she dropped his phone.
Oops.
And it's all caught on camera and such. And so instead of like sending him a new, well, she probably did send him a new phone.
I'm sure she probably did. Yes.
But on top of that, she sent in a donation to like the foundation or whatever for the LAPD, and she autographed his broken phone.
That's awesome.
And it says, "Sorry, I heart LAPD," and it's signed Rihanna. And it's what she told the commissioner is that that he can auction it off to raise more money for this organization that helps officers and
that's awesome.
And right now it's going for $12,000 on
Damn. That's
See, we need to figure out how to boost our star power so when we break people's phones, they don't come back
right.
for us. We just autograph it and say,
I don't know how
sorry.
I can get a hold of something like that so I can auction that off and then pay for my top surgery that way.
You need to find
Rihanna, can you break my phone, please? And then...
Rihanna, I have a phone that you can break. It almost looks exactly...
Actually, my phone's probably older and I need a new phone anyway. So if you would like to break my phone is open. I would love to have you break it and then autograph it.
And then we'll tweet back and forth when you do it. Because that's what they did.
Well, yes, you have to.
And they scheduled a TV show.
Right, and
that would be here.
That would be here.
And then we'd have Rihanna.
We would have Rihanna on the Fefe, and then I could quit my job because we would be famous, and everybody would want to pay us to do things like go to Ellen, and then
come back.
And then we'd have like sponsors and shit, and then all we'd have to do is sit here basically in front of in front of the computer, like
my God, come
every
back.
day, and we'd have like our own talk show, but we'd be better than Ellen. We'd be like Ellen meets Oprah meets like Rosie O'Donnell, and like it would be like just epic.
Did you watch when she had her? Not the first time. But she went to OWN and had her own show. That was kind of rough. It wasn't the same as Rosie.
I never really got a chance to watch much of Oprah.
No. she had her own show on the Oprah network.
Yes,
and
yes.
It was not the same feeling as when she was.
No, it was very different.
Because when she was on Rosie, it was like, yeah.
Or like Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake is freaking awesome. We could be like Ricky Lake.
Yeah, she's back on TV.
Meets like Jerry Springer.
Oh.
No. Sorry, we could work the Maury in there and just have nothing but who my baby daddy. That's all Maury is. I remember when Maury was actually a legit talk show. Do you remember that?
And then the ratings went down.
And then all it is now is you are not the father.
Or they have some that are kind of interesting.
You are the father. It's 16 people. I don't know who my baby daddy is.
I don't either. But I did also want to talk about that there's this weird aura around the Jay-Z and Beyonce camp as Solange Knowles. Oops.
Okay, mental note. No your mama jokes.
For Kelsey.
Boom. Mental note. We'll put a sticky. Can we put a sticky on the thing? Sorry, Kelsey. My bad.
Kelsey.
That's okay. We can't do the mama jokes with Veronica either. I get the same response.
Robin Hart's. Gabe King
Photography. I gotta just
Gabe King Photography.
Kill
Gabe
my
King
fun.
Photography. Gabe
and when
King
I say kill,
Gabe.
I don't mean like I meant figuratively.
You see how the hole is? You just get.
They got a shovel.
Oh my God, your foot is.
Look, it's so shiny.
Gabe King Photography.
Pretty.
Oh, I have to thank Gabe King Photography for giving me.
Are you gonna use all of these?
No. For giving me stones for nationals.
I have so many green stones. Oh, I like these. I want these.
You can't have those.
Oh, fuck you then. Never mind. Look, you know how late we are this time?
I was gonna tell you that. So Solange Knowles beat up Jay-Z in the elevator during the Met Gala.
Issues.
So I'm thinking like she's like the demented crazy sister that's been living in the shadows of her older sister, who just keeps having bigger and better stardom as she goes along in her career.
I mean, granted, we don't know what happened.
And I do respect that all three parties haven't like come out and made this big like to do about their issue. It's something I find refreshing about when Jay-Z and Beyonce are going.
Do you have a fan? I'm having a hot flash.
I cannot get on the floor right now. You want to just turn this on?
No, it's fine.
But I respect that their business isn't out there, and that one day the story will break, or we'll be like in our 60s and we'll be watching one of those like Marilyn Monroe movies.
Right. Like
they'll be like,
really
this is
happened.
what really happened, and you'll be like, oh shit. So I think I like the mystery that we don't know their personal
regardless,
life.
let me just throw this out there. It doesn't matter whether you are male or female or something in between. He didn't hit her back.
But
and
Beyonce didn't do anything.
No, she didn't. She sat there the entire time and let her sister just beat the crap out of her husband, which is not okay. I hate women who fucking beat the fucking crap out of some guy, and then the guy either pushes them off or tries to restrain them. And then all of a sudden
it's like, oh my God, he touched me.
And then and then it's, man, I'm gonna call the fucking cops because you just fucking hit me. No, bitch, that's not what happened. Yeah, I hate that. Never mind. Anyway.
So that has had a lot of buzz. But thank y'all for watching, and we're almost done.
We're almost done. We were almost done like 15 minutes ago.
I didn't tell you about upcoming events, but we'll put them on like the Fefe page.
Something. There's nothing coming up like right away.
No,
anyway.
not
so
next
we
week.
So we
on Friday the 23rd, I'll be at the Dazzled.
Right, and I'm doing the brunch thing on the 25th, but we'll have another show between then. So
we just mentioned a quick. Yeah. There you go. We'd like to thank our official sponsor, Phoenix Movie Bears. Thank you. You should visit letshaveafefe.com and moviebears.com or phoenixmoviebears.com.
And if you're in the Phoenix area, definitely go check out Movie Bears.
You know what they're seeing tonight that I wanted to see?
What?
They're seeing The Neighbors. or whatever.
That
Zac Efron.
Yeah, that one. I'm waiting for Maleficent, and I may just be sick that Wednesday.
We might both be sick that Wednesday.
It's entirely possible.
Or the computer may be broken.
Right. Oh, Felicia. It happens. Felicia sometimes breaks the internet.
And it might happen on the day of.
And it's just a coincidence if it does.
Just saying.
Yes.
And if we take selfies at the movie premiere, I have no idea how that happened.
It's because the computer was broken and we had to do something.
We had to go fix it. We had to go to the movies to think about how we were going to fix it.
It's a meditative exercise is what it is. Really.
Instead of frustrating ourselves.
Right. We would have to go and reflect on how we wanted to proceed with the fixing of the broken computer, which coincidentally happened to break on the premiere of Maleficent.
I might do it for Godzilla too.
See, I have no desire to see Godzilla, honestly.
Actually, I'm kind of like on the 50-50. I'm like.
And if you do go see Godzilla, just let me know, and I'll log in from home and I'll do it. I'll man this myself.
I think you could do that.
I probably could. Yes, you're right.
Third time's the charm. Anyway, so we want to thank Phoenix Movie Bears for being our sponsor. We want to thank Gabe King Photography.
I can't wait to see the rest of the pictures.
Did he show you? I have to show you one. Gabe King Photography. Look it up on Facebook. If you're in Arizona.
Or willing to fly him.
Places like your pageants or your whatevers. Or you're just now getting a title and you want nice pictures. Gabe King Photography. Let's go along with this.
Yes.
We also like to thank Whitey Tighties, LawTruck.com, Italian Ice Designs. Did we still say this one?
Well, because we still use the...
Yeah, until next season. Wow, I shouldn't be... We'll skip it for right now, so you don't know who I'm talking. And we also like to thank Sway Benz, who is having like a whole bunch of.
Can we get them on? We need to get
I would like for him to video in, but he's always so busy. He has a job, and then he has the Sway Benz job.
Maybe we can snag him if we talk to him now. We may be able to snag him next week.
Maybe he could help us with our tour.
All right. Well, anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Teddy, for tuning in for the first time. Whoopee! And thank you, Kelsey, for giving us something to talk about.
And making it very interesting. Though YouTube was very slow tonight.
It was very slow tonight. It's kind of stupid, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. We love you anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
That's not the same. Oh. Sorry.
What are we doing here?
It was playing while we were talking. Remember to go to letshaveafefe.com. FreddyPrinzeCharming.com. FeliciaMinor.com. Oh, before you close the window, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. What are you doing? I have no idea. Good night.
Good night, everybody.